or Jenny, coming up on Sirius XM Stars. Just Jenny, that's all, right here on Sirius XM Stars.
Hi, Robin.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
I want your job.
ISDN.
You work from home.
I know. I'm really a
Jealous.
lucky girl. By the way, I'm in all the time. I go back and forth. It's really, it's not glamorous. Your life is glamorous with Simon.
I'm imagining you like in a silk nightgown.
Oh God, I'm in like sweaty workout clothes. I'm really ugly and my hair is greasy.
And it doesn't matter.
I know, right?
I
Because
mean,
you can't
how
smell
amazing
me.
is
Thank
that?
God.
Yeah, you can't smell through a microphone.
Right. I know you just got engaged, but I was actually saying to myself before, like, should I shower before I see my husband later or just don't care?
And you went with the I just don't care.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. Okay, so Robin Tunney, when I heard you were coming to Sirius XM, I was like, oh my God, that's so exciting because I'm a diehard Mentalist watcher.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, since season 1. And I cannot believe that the series finale is the February 18th. Is that true?
It's true.
Oh my gosh.
It's really done. Because people saying like possible. I was like, nope, it's done. They've gotten rid of the sets. It's done.
I guess, Robin, they say that because because you guys have been finding Red John, found him, then you didn't, then you did, then you didn't. We think you did, but did you? So no one believes anything anymore.
Yeah, no, and I also I think it's also because the show's still good and like they've got fresh episodes and it doesn't seem so tired and we've had such a rabid fan base. It was nice to be able to finish the show up properly because often people don't know that they're going to finish and you have like an ambiguous ending. And after 7 years of like people being so dedicated to it, you're like, we want to give them a proper ending. Yeah, and we really do. And I think it's been such a funny thing this season because like people have known Jane and Lisbon to have a flirtatious relationship, but completely platonic. And like taking it to the next level, we were both really protective over it. We're like, okay, because you don't want everybody to like not get on board with you. And America is in love with Simon. Like they don't want him to end up with anybody but them. I know you used to have that joke.
Well, actually, we only wanted him to end up with you. Like my family watches The Mentalist as a family. And I have teenagers, and so we have a ritual on Sundays that once the kids' homework is all done, or they tell us it's done.
It's done, yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's unclear. Allegedly, one always gets it done. The other, it's kind of a battle. And so we'll all be in our den, and we watch The Mentalist and Person of Interest. Like those are the shows. And The Mentalist through the years has been this game that each one of us will decide what the story is for that episode. And it's just the most fun show. And then your characters, you play, of course, Teresa Lisbon and Patrick Jane, Simon Baker's character, we've always felt like you guys were in love. And honestly, like, how could he not be in love with you when the way the camera lights you, I mean, you were gorgeous, and then you're lit with, like, sparkly eyes.
Aw, no,
how could you, I mean, it's a love match.
Oh, that's really nice of you to say. No, it's funny. I mean, I think that the thing about the show that was always unique is, like, a lot of the people on crime fighting shows seem like they've had a lobotomy. Do you know what I mean? Like, they actually let the people have senses of humor and, like, relationships form where everything wasn't about just the plot and the crime.
Right.
And like, and there was a sense of humor to it and a lightness. And then the Red John episodes would come on and it would balance out. But
oh my God, the Red John, how creepy. I mean, seriously, and my husband just makes smiley faces. It's like a thing. And he'll make a smiley face on a soda can or like a Diet Coke. Well, I don't drink it anymore, on a seltzer can. Or he'll just write notes. And same with my son. And I'm like, are you guys trying to be nice or are you trying to be Red John?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really creeped out.
It's ruined the smiley face for you forever.
I think it kind of has a little bit. What is it like being on the same show for 7 years? Is it a dream come true? Is it like having a family? How do you manage the end of that kind of dynamic?
It's like anything worthwhile. It's like so rewarding and so amazing. And also the hours are really difficult. Like you're there for 70 hours a week. And I got so lucky in having Simon Baker as a co-star because he's a fantastic human being. We have like a similar sense of humor. Like,
and he's so pretty.
Well, I mean, that goes without saying. Like beyond and athletic and a great father and a great husband. It just doesn't stop.
No, it does not.
It's weird because like you hear stories about actors hating each other, and like I had a situation and I've come to like really rely on him for advice, and like clearly we're going to be friends forever. Like we spent so much time together, but it was mourning the idea that I was never going to spend as much time with him. Do you know what I mean? Like we're never going to be this close.
No, because that's what the work environment, you really do, it does foster that level of commitment to a job and that level of intimacy that gets created by working so close together.
But it is the stars aligning, because you hear of people who hate each other.
Sure.
And you're like, seriously? You have to spend 70 hours a week. And like, it was an amazing work experience. But there's also the thing of like, it's still good, the show, and it's coming to an end. And there's going to be, there's going to be another chapter. Because I had a whole other life before this. I think it's weird for people on TV shows where that defines them. It was the first big thing, and they get so scared when it's over. But I've had so many different lives and careers. Like I did teen movies, and then I did indie movies. And now I'm like, okay, bring it on. What's next?
And you're really known as Teresa Lisbon, but you're such a good actress. So I'm not worried for you. Like, I know whatever you do next, that'll be your next character that everyone will identify you with. Like, they're not going to, I'm not worried. I believe you're very versatile.
That's so nice.
And look a little like Snow White. It's a good thing. It's true. You do. You look a little like Snow White. So your fiance, does he get along with Simon?
He does. We always joke around that he looks like the Jewish version. I think he was a little bit, it was funny because the second date we ever went on, he like went and got questioned by Simon Baker at dinner. It was like Simon wanted to see if this guy was for real.
That's right. And does Simon think now that he's Patrick Jane? So like if he's questioning.
I think there was a little bit of Patrick Jane and Simon to begin with. I think it went the other way around, which is why he was so great in the character. I mean, he really is like this graceful, he moves so well, and he does. And he like would come to work. I have zit medicine all over my face, sweatpants. Like he looks that good in the morning. Like they don't even need to do his hair. It's not fair.
I have to tell you that right before The Mentalist started, he was on some show where he played an assassin. It was like he was
Smith.
Really off. Yes. And so I think I saw the first or second episode of Smith where he killed someone at the beach, and it made such an impression, and I was so unhappy, and I was so scarred that when The Mentalist first emerged, I was like, wait, I don't know if I can handle. And then I fell in love with him.
Everybody does. America
I'm one
does.
of those people. I fall right into the fantasy of the whole thing. Like, I believe it's true, even though I know it's not. So what's going to happen between now and the series finale? Are you guys going to get married or engaged? Have you actually had sex? Because I know you guys have made out, but it's unclear. I mean, you've had that romantic dinner the other night.
I would really hope they have after this long, and mercifully they're not showing it. Like, it's not cable. Like, believe me, this is not 50 Shades of Grey.
No, well, by the way, thank God.
Thank God. It's funny. I was saying, like, I get embarrassed seeing strangers making out on a corner. Like, I don't want to watch my TV people, like, licking each other's faces.
Right.
But tonight we have a really exciting episode. We lose a team member.
Oh, no. I
know, because it's like a family and it's working. Yeah. And then, the ending, all I'm going to say is it's a definitive ending. And I hope the fans are happy, because it's one of those that is, it's for the fans. There's nothing more frustrating than a television being on for like 7 years and they don't give you a satisfying ending. Either it's ambiguous, like this,
Yeah, well, first of all, I feel like your Teresa Lisbon's backstory, I feel like she's got a lot of pain. I feel like for her to be intimate now with Patrick has been a big deal, your character. And so I want it to work out. I mean, he's had so much sadness. I think everyone's rooting for the romance. I mean, we don't want anyone to die in some sort of criminal activity, but also I think we're all rooting for the romance.
Yeah, I think it became one of those shows where it was like less about the crime and more about the people who are solving it, and like, who they are and what their lives are like. But yeah, they're two broken people. And I think it's also like she's married to her job, and like we know a lot of women like that. And I think in a way, like, you're hiding behind things when you do that because you're afraid to get close to somebody. And I think the relationship this year, like, they've like clearly shown that they're two vulnerable, sort of scared people who don't know how to be in a relationship because it's been a really long time. And I think the writers have been great with that because it's not so slick. Like, they don't know how to like communicate, and they don't really know, how to love somebody or how to trust somebody.
Right. And so now, when did you finish shooting?
December 19th.
So really, you've only had a little bit of downtime. What are you doing with yourself? How do you spend your days now?
Sleeping until the alarm doesn't go off, which is the most
so
amazing thing
I don't even
in
know
the
it.
world. And
you are so lucky.
My fiance is like an interior design architect, and we bought a new house in August, and he's done nothing.
Oh wow,
nothing.
So you
it's
really like set up house.
The shoemaker's daughter who has no shoes. I'm like, honey, just get us some drapes.
Oh, but that's great. That's going to be fun because now you can focus on that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he does really rich people's houses, so he'll come home and he'll be like, hey, I found these bar stools. I'm like, how much? He's like, $4,800. I'm like, too much. Can you sit in them? Yeah.
I know. By the way, it is true that the whole design business is such a racket because you really can't buy anything for under $3,000. Like the fact that a club chair could be $6,000. It's insanity.
I know, but I feel like Ralph Cramden or something. I'm like the dude. I'm like, just get me something I can sit in and watch my shows.
Get something cozy. What do you like to watch on TV? What are your shows?
It's funny because, when you're on a show, you can't have like appointments with things. You don't have a lot of time.
Right.
But I got the flu,
DVRs.
and it was the first time I was unemployed with the flu, and I binge watched because they didn't have binge watching before The Mentalist. That's how long The Mentalist has been on.
Yeah.
And I watched Top of the Lake, which was so amazing. I watched An Honorable Woman, which I loved. I watched Fargo, which I loved. Girls, I'm super entertained by.
Yeah, it never was my life, but I watch it and I'm like, really?
I kind of wish it was.
Right. There's a part of me that looks at the show Girls and thinks, had I only been able to be so liberated and comfortable in my skin as they seem to be.
Yeah, and her book was really good for girls.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, she's so forthcoming, and there was nobody like her for our generation. And I actually do think that, it's maybe better to be young now than it's ever been. Like, you hear stories about, like, kids that come out in the 7th grade and that's okay. And they're, like, not getting beaten up. It's like the world is getting kinder.
Oh, no, there's much more acceptance, thank goodness. Because with teenagers, it's like all you worry about is their happiness and their well-being. And when you're our age, you understand that life brings a ton of pain, so you want to limit it as best you can.
No, I had hairy arms. I was, like, persecuted for it. They called me Wolfen, and I'd go home and shave them. Being a kid's hard.
You should have been allowed to wax your arms. My daughter came to me when she was 9 years old and asked if she could get her arms waxed.
Yeah, no.
She's 14 and a half.
Wasn't happening in our house. I shaved them, which I think is why they're even thicker now.
But
I wax them now, don't worry.
Yeah, because I've never noticed the hairy arms, and I would have. I want you to know, hairy arms is one of those things.
You watch closely enough.
I do. I get freaked out because I'm like, why isn't there somebody in someone's life saying privately, like, by the way, maybe you should wax or laser your arms.
By the way, you have a mustache. I'm like, don't you have any girlfriends? You're walking around like that? Like, who's your mother?
Yeah, what is that,
Or like chin hairs? You're like,
chin hairs, I travel with a tweezer.
Yeah, they have these things called tweezers. You've got chin hairs, and I'm saying this because I love you.
Yes, you have to. I have a tweezer in my pocketbook, in my car, and in like 4 rooms of my house.
Or that moment where you see somebody who has like their fly down and you don't even know them. You're like, hey, button it up. It's embarrassing in the moment for me, but you got to do it.
You have to do it, even though they're like, oh, you were checking out my package. And I'm like, no, I wasn't. My eyes saw it, went to it, it was open. What am I supposed to do?
Don't persecute me. I'm being kind.
That's right. Oh, I like you, Robin Tunney. You're so cute. Okay. So now you're going to fix up your house. You're going to eventually get married, and you're just going to chill and watch TV for a little bit. Watch Orange is the New Black. You'll love it.
I'm going to. I'm definitely going to watch that. Great parts for women. That's so exciting. TV's been great to women. And
so now, do you want to do a TV show next, or do you want to do a movie next?
I'd like to do a play, and if I did a TV show, I'd like to do something that was like 10 or 13. I can't say I'd say the same thing in 2 years or something. It's just such a rigorous schedule, and you don't get to see anybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, you miss everybody's wedding, which is an advantage for certain things that you don't want to do.
Of course.
You know those things where you're like, somebody's like, hey, you want to come to my 3-year-old's birthday and you have no children? You're like, no, I don't. Yeah, but I'm working.
By the way, even when you have kids, you don't want to go to someone else's kids' parties. It's the most ridiculous. Like the 1-year-old birthday parties, the 2-year-old, they're dumb. They're stupid. I boycotted them. I didn't do it. I don't believe in it. And I'll send a gift and not show.
In LA, they have valets and stuff too. I'm like, wait, I've never had a birthday party that had a valet. This child's 1. Like, what happens from here?
Yeah, nothing good. That's the thing. Yeah. Nothing good. So, of course, the series finale is airing Wednesday, February 18th of The Mentalist.
It's a good one. It's a 2-hour, and I think it really delivers. I think the fans are going to be happy.
I'm going to cry from the passage of time. Like, I've been fully invested in your show, and you've done a great job. So, continued success to you. I'm sure that you're going to be in many more terrific things.
Thank you so much.